Hi there, beautiful people of YouTube, Bahama Raven here, and welcome to this new episode of my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, coming directly after the recording session of Chapter 24. In the last episode, we actually took care of a small siege of Castle Delbray, we rescued the Crimean units, and now we have joined forces with them. Also, I tried to fight the Black Knight, but figured it out that normal weapons don't work on him, and he has to use the one blade that the Black Knight offered Grail before dying, and he refused. And now we know that he has it, and why didn't you use it yet? If it's anything like the Alondite, why didn't you use it until now? But anyway, let us dive headfirst into chapter 25. Let us go. This is another of those maps where I will need a map. Ike Company break the siege of Delbray Castle and join ranks with the Crimean retainers therein. The army grows to its largest size yet, and with the addition of the retainers, truly becomes the armed force of its name. In addition, their recent heroic acts finally moved the conservative Gallians to dispatch much-needed reinforcements. The long-awaited warriors of Gallia marched throughout the treacherous Marhat mountain range, a series of jagged peaks that spread across the southern Crimea. They then leaped through the gaps in the Daein forces and moved towards Crimea's armies. Gallia rises, this information emboldens Ike, and he marches the army at top speed to join their new allies. This is gonna be a mountain fight. Ugh. I already know where this is going. Chapter 25, Strange Lands. If this is the map I think it is, I'm actually going to have some trouble with my horse units. And I'm pretty sure that that's gonna be the case. Meanwhile, in Castle Phoenicus. Leanne, I'm coming in. Yeah, much like I said a few chapters ago, I'm going to leave the time for me to put the captions in the editing. How are you feeling? Hi, Tibarn. Nice to see you. Yeah, I bet she'd say that she is feeling fine. Or, well, don't assume. I am not looking at the dialogues right now. Ah, it is good to hear that you are well. Not surprising. It is a beautiful day. You know, Tibarn, it would help if you were actually there helping me. Like, Janaf and Olki are a good addition to my teams, not that I'm actually using them right now. But they'll help me out. Yes, we Ox enjoy the smell of the sea as well. Then you are starting to feel more at home here. Good, good. And how is Lord Lorazier? Also, wait a sec... Okay, now I was just looking at something in my computer. I think he's saying... I don't know. I don't know. Don't make me assume. I had thought his condition might have improved. Well, let's hope for a brighter tomorrow. I think this is simply yes or something like that. You can understand what the Heron Princess is saying, can't you, Your Majesty? He's a hawk and has a name. Yes, well, some of it at least. Oh, you weren't around when Rayson first got here, were you lots? When he arrived, he was just like this. You'd never know it by how fluently he speaks our modern tongue, would you? Now that you mention it, he does use some funny words when he gets angry. But the letter that just arrived is written in standard script, isn't it? Over these 20 years, he's gained total mastery of... You read the letter, didn't you? No, I just caught a glimpse of it in your hand. That's all. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. You little scamp. Aww. Yes, that's right. It's a letter from Rayson. It appears the Crimean army has passed safely through Daein and is on its way to the homeland. I know the first line should be like, that's good news or something like that, but I'm not sure what's the second line it's going to be. I'm sorry, again, I don't know ancient language. Yes, Rayson is fine, but I wonder what happened. He doesn't give details, but he asks Finicus to send reinforcements. If Prince Raisin is asking for help, things must be fairly serious. I'd like nothing better than to take wing immediately, but I can't leave Lord Lorazier and Liane here alone. Okay. No, that won't work. Yeah, this is a butt. Don't try that look on me. There's no way I'm taking you with me. Oh, come on, you could. You have Savior. Yeah, that's a crazy talk. I think Liane is actually angry here. I suppose it's time to put my plan into action. What is it? Plan? Alright, I'm off to Gallia to get things settled. Lots, I want you to watch over Liane and help her pack. Yes, sir. Okay, I did read some of the dialogues in here while I was researching ancient language. This is actually a pretty fun conversation if you know exactly what Liane is saying. Like, Lots does try to guess. I don't have any idea what you're trying to say. Maybe you should talk louder. You don't talk louder to someone who understands you if you don't understand her. You know that? That's not gonna make it better. Yeah, I think it's saying something like, you have to put this in the bag. Yeah, the majority of the conversation revolves around that for the most part. So, yeah. Do you want me to put this in that bag? And now she's saying yes, basically. Got it. In it goes. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm putting it in the bag. And now I think she's actually screaming. Saying something like, Lots behind you. What? Is something wrong? Yeah, she's definitely not telling you to put things in the bag now. Where are you? Over there? Behind me? What? Is someone behind me? Ah! Oh, snap. Who was it? Of course it was him. Why would I even ask? If you want your father to be killed, then by all means keep screaming. Uh-oh. This can't be good. And the Black Knight was waiting for the right time that Tabarn actually left. This is not gonna end well, so we better move. Oh my. Ah, the prodigal son returns. I have gained that which you requested. Show me. This way. These Heron Royals all look alike, don't they? Perhaps it proves their bloodline, but it's unsettling how similar they are. I believe you had one in your possession previously. Yes, I tried to get her to free the Dark God from the medallion, but all she did was get sick and die. They're ridiculously frail creatures. I should have just killed her in the first place and saved some time. But I suggest this one to be treated with more care. Capturing her was not an easy task. For you, it did take quite a long time, didn't it? Diverting the sharp eyes of the Hawk King proved to be quite difficult. It required much planning and care. Ha! Don't tell me it was difficult. I know you. I know you use that arcane powder to travel about at will. The powder drains my strength. For that reason, I would rather not use it unless absolutely necessary. You are an enigma, Dark One. Everything you possess is fey and of unknown origin. The armor I presented to you, do you find it dissatisfactory? No, it has my approval. My Wyvern Rajayon and this armor which renders any enemy attack impotent, both are well suited to me. They both shine because they are mine, and now the medallion and that Galder as well belong both belong in my hands. Will the revival of the Dark God take place soon? Let me see. The conditions aren't bad, but how long will they continue? It is no matter. As long as all my chess pieces are on the board, things will work out. Soon every knee will bow to Ashnard. Wow! Dreams of delusion, right there. What is going on? What's happened here? My king... Lots, hold on. I'm so sorry. The princess... Who did this? Who was the craven dastard that did this to you? Knight in black armor. Lots, no! Curse you, Daein. This was evilly done. Well, if you think to play such a game, you'll not find me an easy mark. T-Barn is angry. That was a bad move, Daein. Okay, battle report. Ike was the MVP, and we got... Yeah, I think I lost a 40 bonus experience just to give Ike the kill of the boss. Well, actually to give him that one final level up. But it's fine. Well, I actually don't know, really. I would need to see how much it would take for him to gain those 12, 5 to 10 points he needed. Okay, before going into off-screen battle preparation, there are two things I must do. First one, take this conversation. Hey there, little man. I've got serious business with the general of this army. Take a message, will ya? Where did I had this kind of conversation before? Huh. And you would be? The name's Largo, and I'm a world-class berserker. World-class berserker? That's a rather dubious title. What's this? You doubting my strength? I can pin a tiger with my bare hands. That's not just hot air either. Dubious? You think I'm fooling with you? Have your general hire me and then see for yourself. You can decide how much I'm worth after you see me in action. But let me tell you, if the goal is not good enough, I'm gone. Huh? All of this sounds vaguely familiar. But at least you're confident. Yeah, I know, Ike. It does sound kind of familiar. Where did we hear that before? Huh. Like I said, world-class berserker. Here, watch me bend this lance. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, you're in. Yes, so how about taking me to meet the general? He's standing right there. I'm the general. What? That's good. You're a funny little guy. So, seriously, where's the general's tent? Must be that big one up there. Largo? Hey, I thought I'd find you here, Khalil. You're looking hot. Almost as hot as me. Oh, so that's where I actually heard that kind of conversation. Right. Did you come here looking for little old me? Oh, how sad for you. My contract with this army isn't up for quite some time. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. That's why I'm joining up too. What? Are you really going to hire Largo, General Ike? That's the plan. Huh? This little guy really is the general? Don't I look like the biggest fool around? And I mean big. Sorry if I offended you, little guy. Yeah, it's a general, maybe. Oh, he's such a clown. But you made a good hire. After all, he's a world-class berserker. Yeah, I heard. He pinned the tiger with his bare hands. The two of them, actually, at the same time. Very dubious. Yeah, that was awesome. Definitely dubious. I know, right? That's my thoughts exactly. Ike's face was literally mine. Okay, so I actually have a couple of units to talk about right here. So let us do it real quick. First off, we have the paladin we rescued before, that being Joffrey. In case you haven't trained any of the other cavaliers, he's definitely a solid replacement. I mean, look at him. He has very good stats. He has decent strength, speed, and very good defense, really. He reminds me a lot of Oscar, with the exception that Oscar had way more strength already. And that was like, I don't know, 5 levels ago. But then again, he's not really all that bad. He still has the ability to cap strength, speed, and most definitely defense. I'm not sure about skill though. I don't remember his growth right out of the gate, but I do remember them being pretty okay-ish at best. But the best addition he actually brings to my group is this beautiful Brave Lance. Yeah, 11 might, 70 hit, 17 weight, and Brave effect, meaning being able to attack twice before the enemy. That's really, really good. And I know exactly who gets this weapon. I don't think I'll be able to field Joffrey because, again, party full, so yeah. He's definitely not gonna be fielded for the next map, you'll see why. And he comes with Paragon. He's the only other unit besides Astrid that actually has the skill. Unlike Astrid, who makes much better use of it right out of the gate in Chapter 13, he does get more experience because he's higher level and everything, but doesn't really make that much good use out of it. In Radiant Dawn, Paragon is actually better because you can take it off him and give it to someone else, so that kind of works in my opinion. He does come with the A rank lances and C rank bows, so you can actually use the killer bow if I wanted him to, but again, you know what I think about him. And he has the fire affinity. At least he comes with good biorhythm, like wow. Always bad biorhythm before. It's actually a nice change of pace. Pretty good unit. Thank you for the Brave Lance, that's for sure. Don't know if I will field you, however. And then let's talk about this beautiful son of a gun, Largo the Berserker. He's the only Berserker you will be getting in this game. Now, I take a look at his stats and actually think that he is pretty okay. Like, not gonna lie, for an Axe unit, his stats are pretty alright. I mean, could be better, could be worse. That's all up to interpretation. He does bring a new Silver Axe and Short Axe, which is more than fine. But considering how my last fighter, which was supposed to become a warrior, went, and because my roster again is full, I'm not really sure if I'm going to field him. Also because you see that low biorhythm? Yeah, that really doesn't help a whole lot. But hey, free Silver Axe. That's neat. He doesn't have any skills. He comes with A rank axes, but the fact that he doesn't have any skill makes him viable because you can actually equip all the skills you want on him. So yeah, that's a thing. And he has the wind affinity. I like Largo as a unit. He's pretty alright. It's kind of sad that you won't be able to use him in Radiant Dawn for a reason that the game will explain. And also, let me know down here in the comments because I actually don't remember. If you cap Largo at level 20 and he has some caps like strength, skill, speed, and so on, who gets the transfer? I do remember something like Khalil getting extra points, but I'm not really sure if that is actually the case. Let me know down in the comments, and I know exactly who I'm talking about. Anyway, I think it's about time I do battle preparation on my own, so I'll see you in a short bit. Peace out. Alright, I am done for real right now. I'm going to show you real quick. I gave Ike a silver sword, I did some shopping here and there, I swapped a few weapons, like giving a silver lance to Jill. I do want to learn the sonic sword, which I'll probably have to do in this chapter, but I'm not really sure. The physics staff is definitely going to come handy, and maybe the rescue as well. You'll see why. I forged a silver bow for Rolf, although I didn't forge it fully. I gave it like 5 might and 10 extra hit. I think that's more than enough for him. And I call it the Parthia. Nice reference to the sacred regalia of the first Fire Emblem. It's pretty powerful. I think Rolf will make very good use of it. As you can see, in order to give him this one, I actually dropped the Brave Bow, and I actually gave that to Astrid instead of the overforged bow, which he was about to break anyway. Not much else to say. Gave a level to Jill. Oscar, I actually decided to give him the Brave Lance from Joffrey. Kieran is the same, really. Actually, wait a second, why do I still have the pole axe on him? Of all weapons that he could actually have. Here, take back your killer axe, yeah, sure. You're the only one that can actually use it reliably, really. So, yeah, not much else to say. I'll take this off of you. And the silver sword as well. Soren does actually need a new wind tome. I actually forgot to put that on him. And you know what? You can take back the air caliber, really. Doesn't need an L wind. Marcia, her Clambake is about to break, but I did give her the Silver Lance, so she should be fine, at least there. Wait, I'm not done here. I took the equipment off of Bastion. I actually want to... Wait a minute. Forgot that you still had this. Kieran will make very good use of the Brave Axe, really. There you go. Forgot that I actually had that lying around. I seriously forgot. Anything else? No, it doesn't seem that way. I'll take these off of you. And there we go. Now I am really done. Let us save and let us head out. This is going to be one of those maps where I'm actually not looking forward to this. Actually, hold on. Before I do anything else, I'll take the javelin off of her. I'm actually going to give her a hand axe. You'll probably see why I'm doing this in a very short amount of time. Let's go. Ranulf, whereabouts is the Gallian armies encamped? Just over those mountains. So we're finally going to join forces. Reports say that King Ashnard is gathering his forces in the capital. The time to work together is certainly upon us. Ike, there is an enemy ambush waiting for us at that mountain. If we go around that mountain and avoid it, how much time will we lose? A couple of days, at least. In that case, we've no choice but to go through them, right? Agreed. Wait a second, isn't this where there's usually some sort of discussion? Hello? Yeah, Soren is actually pretty mellow right now. Okay, so there are a lot of enemies that... Oh, boulders? Really? The enemy approach, sir. Listen up, men. Let them get as close as possible before pushing the rocks over the cliff. We must not let Crimea join forces with those subhumans. Boulders. Yeah, this is gotta be one of those maps. Alright, have it your way then. Commander, the foes are encamped on top of the rise. I wonder what sort of trap they have this time. Oh, come on, you can see that. Those boulders didn't get up there all by themselves. They're seriously going to roll them down on us? At first glance, it seemed a simplistic trap, but these narrow paths making avoiding the rocks impossible. I think they may be surprisingly effective. So, we run up the mountain as quickly as possible and smash the enemy commander, right? Right. How did you... I know, genius. Actually, that is the best plan. Try to avoid the boulders and reach at the top as quickly as possible. Once there, defeat the general. Alright, move out. So, yeah, as you can see, there's boulders. And luckily for me, I do have a map that shows me exactly where the boulders are going to fall. Here's the thing, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 boulders will actually fall down straight. So I'm not going to have to worry too much about that. Issue is like these 3 as well as these 2, 1 and 2, because they will roll down following different set of paths. So you need to be a little careful around that, which is not going to be easy, I wager. So yeah, for one thing, I don't want to go along this path, and I do want to go up here, avoiding these 2 columns, 1 and 2, as boulders will go through here. I'll try to position my units in such a way where only enemies will attack me. Although, those that I send on this side, best to send units that have a lot of HP, otherwise they're going to have problems. Okay, so, let's see the units that I can actually bring. Okay, Rayson, Nefni, Rolf, Mist, Joe, Oscar, Kieran, Astrid, Marcia, Soren, Luce... Wait, what? No, that's not gonna work. I think I'll bring Renault for this one. Yeah, sure, Renault can actually... Actually, Renault for Janaf. Nah, Renault, he has better stats. Okay, so, one thing that you do need to be careful around this map. You see the movement range of the Cavaliers? Good. Now you have to cut it in half. All cavalry units as well as armor knights will move only at half their usual pace, making them very easy targets for boulders. Yeah, that's not gonna be very pretty, I know. So I will try to send units with very high HP on this path, and units that can move fast and take care of a lot of units all at once on this path. Because if I am good enough and avoid these two columns, I can actually move around with only worrying about 2 boulders, which is more than okay. Now, all units are able to use the boulders, so it's actually not really that easy to just kill them and the boulders will not roll. No, the enemies will replace themselves. Let's take a look at the general real quick. Grommel, the Wyvern Lord? Oh, he is the boss with the bolt axe. Astrid actually wants that, you know. So here's the reason why I actually gave Jill that. In one turn, with the hand axe, I can actually have Jill be in range of this guy. Yeah, if I can take care of the boss immediately, that's actually going to help a lot. And that's the reason also why I left the full guard on her. So, the more you know. Okay, so I'm going to reposition my units in such a way where I know for a fact that... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Units with 40 HP or more will stay here on the right. Like this. Soren, you'll definitely have to stay here. Marcia, I would like you to go on the left side, which I think I actually will let you, alongside Jill, perhaps. So, yeah, I do want to drag in as many boulders as I can before moving in, although the bonus experience requirement is actually clearing the map in 7 turns, unlikely as that is going to be. But anyway, let us save and let us commence. Pray for me, guys. This is not gonna be pretty, I already know. Okay, so first thing I will do is actually put Jill in the range of this guy, like yesterday. But I do want to put her in such a position where no one else can actually attack her, like this. I'm not sure if Jill will actually be able to kill him. Most definitely not, but she'll definitely be able to double him. And during the next turn, everyone else can do the rest. So, the columns where these 2 cats are, I need to avoid them at all costs. And it's a shame that I actually didn't bring Meteor with me. I would have been able to one-shot the cats, most likely. Yeah, as you can see, cavalry units can only move at half their usual speed. That's a thing. So, let's see. Okay, these 2 columns right here, boulders will come. So I will actually put only 1 unit for each. That way, I won't risk getting attacked too much. Because one nasty thing about these boulders is that they don't stop. Units that are on the same column will get attacked by one of those. Okay, so this guy has a bow, so I do need to be a little careful at where I put Marcia. Could put her here and she should be safe. As for this side, the column where Ike is actually safe, because it's the column where the boss is. And I think the boulders actually hurt the enemies as well. So what I could do... Actually, wait a minute. You're not gonna make this easy on me, are you, game? Okay, Fine. That's the game you want to play? We shall play it my way. Alright. That works for me. And I'm glad I didn't give him a level up in the base. That would be a waste of points. I think speed is capped? Not quite. Problem is, now Rolf cannot be rescued. And even a bigger problem... I cannot dance otherwise. Ugh, that's not gonna be pretty. I do want to put someone in this cat's range. There are a lot of units that are. But you know what I'll do? I'll do this. Yeah, sure. Come at me. Okay, so I think Rayson is no, he's in range of the cat. Also, I just remembered that there was audio on my TV screen, so I'm sorry if you will hear double audio right here until now. Okay, so I do think I want to put Mist and Soren right here where it's safe. Let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I put Rayson here, he should be safe. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Ike, of course. I can start moving Ike up here, really. Like, sure, boulders, come at me. I'm not gonna die anyway, not on this turn. Okay, so that guy will throw a boulder towards Astrid. That's gonna... no, not really gonna hurt. Okay, the boss goes for Jill, much like I predicted. So you're Shiraham's daughter. Oh, he has a conversation with Jill, nice. You may ride a wyvern like your father, but you know nothing of a true knight's faithfulness. Ah, please shut up. What do you know? I'm going to make sure to educate you thoroughly. Yeah, do try. And here comes the boulders. Okay, these boulders deal 10 damage. Those are definitely not pretty. Okay, so as you can see, the boulders also damage the enemy units, so that actually kind of works in my favor. So baiting the boulders as fast as possible is actually a good strategy if you want them completely out of the picture immediately. Like, sure, that a priest will go and heal someone up, but... ooh, I forgot Rayson was there. At least he doesn't take double damage from boulders. That would have sucked. Okay, the cat went for Oscar, of course, because he has a bow. But I thought he would go for Rolf, really. Well, there's also that one. But Rolf has so much avoid, it's not really funny. Yeah, like, they're trying to hit him and like, guys, are you seriously trying? Like, come on. Yeah, there is like, come on guys, it's not funny. Does that guy have a physics?